I read somewhere that today, the day after Christmas, is actually one of the top 5 busiest shopping days of the year. And that just struck me as interesting, so I started thinking about that. How can it be that the day after we've all received all these really cool gifts and people have thought a lot about what they want to give us, that the day after that is actually one of the busiest shopping days there is? And when I thought about it, I came up with 2 basic reasons. One is, well, that gift we got, maybe it wasn't right, wasn't exactly what we were looking for. We want to exchange it. We want to give it back. And the second is bargain hunting. We're looking for a good value. We're looking for something that we can get that is worth way more than we pay for it. I mean, rumor is, like, on the day after Christmas, you can get like a red Santa hat for maybe like $1. I mean, who wants that, really? But if you can get it for $1, I surely would take it. The values abound. And I kind of want to relate that today to our spiritual journey. I think a lot of times that's exactly how it is in our walk with Jesus. Yesterday, Christmas, we celebrated that God gave us this awesome, perfect gift for us of His Son. He was born as a man to walk among us, to share some time with us because He loved us so much. And later in His story, He would die for our sins. And a lot of times that just isn't good enough for us. We want something better, God. I mean, I know you put all that thought into it, and you really love me and all that, but you know what? Jesus isn't exactly what I was looking for. So we like to exchange Jesus for other things in our life, and that can take so many different forms. Obviously, you can flat out just reject it, return Jesus, say, no thanks, God, I got this, I'm going to do it on my own. Another way, even those of us who have accepted Jesus, we'll take Jesus maybe and exchange Him for something else. A lot of times, when we're not thinking, we go back to things like pride, maybe alcohol, just a million different idols out there that we can exchange Jesus for, and we think we get the same benefits from them, but we don't. They just are temporary substitutes that maybe make us feel better for a little bit. I'd really like to settle talking on the value, the bargain that Jesus is. You see, God gave us His Son to do something we couldn't do. He paid the price of our sins to make us right before Him. And man, hard as we try to do all these different things to make it Jesus and going to church, Jesus and I'm going to try and be a good person, Jesus and I'm going to get in my Bible more. It's not it. It's Jesus alone. Jesus is the greatest value there is. So that value sinking part of us really needs to look seriously and logic through the choice we're making when we accept Jesus, and the fact that God took care of us perfectly. He thought of every little detail, and by accepting Jesus, we are getting the greatest bargain there ever was in the world. So as we go into this new year, I just want to invite you to look at that, look at what Jesus really is to us and the value He has, and that He's a gift worth keeping. We don't want to exchange Him. We don't want to change Him in any way. He loves us the way we are. We need to love Him the way He is. That's Wednesday Wisdom for this week. We'll see you next year.